In today's video, we'd like to show you how you can edit tests and do automatic testing with your Apigee pipelines. So we have here a pipeline with 3 Apigee environments going from production at the top to test to dev. So in production, you can see, so we have a series of apps, proxies, and a product that propagate all the way down to development as well. So we already can see as well, identify that there is a change available to move on that API proxy between the test and production. And at the moment in this test, we only have the Apigee components, but we have no testing here. So let's go and add that and see then how when we move new changes from dev to test, that we can automatically test them. So we go ahead and click here and go to a join. That creates an empty branch where we can add our additional components. So add tests. And then we point out to CrossVista's embedded test framework to select the tests that we have available for us. We can save, and then we can see here, so we have no suites at the moment. Let's pull them out. Here we can remove that one as well. And we have our Google Apigee math, so API proxy math test with associated inputs and outputs. So inputs and the potentially expected outputs when the test is executed. So if we go back, so we go add and upload to the branch. Once it's in a branch, we can integrate it into tests, and as done, it's integrated into tests. We change here the connection to know that it's a test execution. Once it's then integrated into the branch, we will go ahead and check the status of the live server and go ahead and execute the test. It's a little bigger, so you can see that. Nothing changed because the server was in sync with the branch, but we go ahead, as we add new tests, we automatically execute them. And we can see the tests have passed. Let's now go and actually do a change in development, commit it, and then as we move that new change between development and tests, we'll see that the test gets executed automatically. So we have here our math API proxy that we can go and change. So here we can see there is a policy that at the moment is not being, there's no association with any flows. So let's go add that to this flow here by selecting that. Select our original policy. There's no condition here. We go ahead and basically change that. We can also, in our math here, there's no description required, no contents this, that's no problem. And let's go and add another policy here just in case. You can see there's 2 new things as well. We have here a new security. We'll go and we see math. So we have a new policy at the moment, it's not connected, maybe connected later on. We go and save. We save as a new revision. So you see that revision was originally the revision 10. We jump now to revision 13, and we go ahead and deploy to our eval environment, where we basically know confirm, gets deployed. Okay, development is done. We go back here. We do check sync to compare what we had in the branch with the live server. So we deploy that new artifact, and we see that it's out of sync. So let's go ahead and commit to branch. So you can see that we have created a new policy that's currently not used anyway. And we changed here, the new revision is 13 for that API proxy, as well as in our, we added in that pre-flow, we had in the requests, we basically have that new policy within that pre-flow in our live server that is not non-existing in our branch. Yeah. So we can go ahead, we can commit to branch. Let's say change to. So it's now committed. We can go ahead and set the branch to integrated to then give the signal that we are ready to move the code up to the next branch. So if we go ahead here and integrate the branch into that, so we have the DM4 we just created into our test branch, then what we'll see is that we go ahead and check what needs to be done. And we'll go and run the tests. And the tests have passed. And that's how you do automatic testing with your Apigee pipeline and additional tests that can be executed at the end automatically. Thank you very much.